Hello everybody, here's a little small tutorial on soldering up the outer rim boards, the big ones. On these big ones, I used lock drills on these holes. So like for example, this header, when you stick it in, it will stay in without tape because the holes are slightly offset to crimp the pin into position, which is nice. Not all the holes are like that. Like this 2x3 setup is not. So what you would do is put the pin in here and then kind of put some tape next to it to hold it in. What I did is I took outer rim 2 here, or outer rim 1 here actually, and pressed in my pins and then taped the 2x3s in there and then ran some tape across the 2x12 so that I can flip it over and set it on my bench. And then after it's on the bench, we grab our trusty iron and our solder, and we do exactly what we did on the bridge boards, which is we would touch a pin and heat it up, and then once it's nice and hot, we will hit the iron and the pin with it, and it'll go straight in there and solder up. There we go. So there's one. Then I'm going to hit one on the opposite side as well. Again, you're heating up the pin. You don't want to go too long on the pin, because if you do, you may melt the plastic of the header, which isn't the best thing for you, because the pin will actually move within the header. So we want to add some solder there, so we get this one on, and then we can solder up this one real quick with the solder, so we're good there. And then we jump over to the other side, and we will hit this pin here. There we go. Wait till it goes through, and then we'll solder one of these pins as well right onto the pad, and there it goes. So then we clean our iron and we start doing more. So once these are in position like this, you know, they're not going to go anywhere. You can take the tape off of them, and then you can put your more pins on, and then you can just run through the whole thing and solder them as you go. So you get a nice clean connection there. It's level to the board. You can see our solder joints are nice and clean, and the whole idea is to not jump into the other pin. So you don't use too much solder, but use enough that, that the pin gets a nice connection. So that's how you do this. Thank you so much.